Alright, what's up guys? So, Hitwire has uploaded a video titled When Students Finally Stand Up to Rude Teachers. Yeah, there's quite a few times I was trying to like do this without mentioning my run-ins with teachers, but I mean it's one of those things I look back now and I'm like, you know what? I don't think I would have changed anything. I think a lot of the times, like the way that I responded to some teachers, it was justified. So yeah, man, there's just some teachers where I think they forget that they're a teacher and they think that they have like some sort of like power over the student. And it's like, fam, all you supposed to do is provide me an education. All this other extra stuff, it's not needed, So yeah, there's definitely some teachers where I'm like, if let's just say if I seen them out and about in public, I ain't calling them Mr. and Mrs. such and such. I'm calling them by their first name if I remember it. But if not that, then I'm just going to I'm gonna keep it moving. They look at me about like, hey, do I know you from somewhere? I'm like, you don't. You don't know me from somewhere. So anyways, no, yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video. Make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Hitwire. And with that being said,
want to play with your phone, Barry? Here, play with this. Play with that.
Some teachers think
I hope that was like an April Fool's prank, because I'm like, okay, you got about like, because I'm trying to think, how long would it take my parents to get from like, from their job to the school? I'm like, you got a decent amount of time, because I didn't pay for that phone. So you think you breaking that like it's gonna hurt me? Nah, bro, you gonna have to do it with my parents. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh, then if it's like if they're staying home that day too, I'm like, yeah, bro, you got about 5 minutes to pack your stuff up and leave, because if my parents, they show up here and I show them that you broke my phone, I'm like, yeah, bro, you gonna have to talk about that.
Them above respect, but they forget it works both ways in a classroom.
Yeah.
Watch what happens when teachers cross the line. Starting off with this elderly substitute who got all up in the face of one of his students.
Hey! All of you! There is no hope for you. There is no hope. You get yelled at like this every block. You think you can walk in and pull crap on them, right?
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, they think like the kid is in the wrong. It's like, fam, look at the situation, all right? I'm being calm, cool, and collected right now. You're standing over me yelling about a math equation. Like, my thing is this. I'm like, do you see yourself yelling at any other of your coworkers like this? Because if so, then yeah, that entitlement is strong within your body and stuff. But it's like, bro, it's on some, my thing is this. On some, if you're trying to prepare me for the real world and all this other stuff, it's like you're trying to make it seem like you're my boss or my manager. My boss or manager is standing over me yelling at me like that, I'm going to stand up and let him know about himself. I'm like, who are you talking to? I'm like, remember, we are employees, okay? We work together. There ain't no you got power over me. Yes, you signed my checks and I appreciate that, but you need to understand I am human just like you. I have emotions just like you. If you know I was standing over you yelling like that, there's going to be an issue. You're going to fire me. So what gives you the right to do so because you think you got this power over me and stuff? You, keyword, you think, all right? Like, it's one of those things where it's like you need to understand and get kicked off of that high horse, and you need to be overall, you need to know about yourself and know that you don't have no power over everybody, bro. You teaching me for the next 40 or however many minutes, and then you're gonna have to go on about your business to the next class.
Stay out! Get out!
The student sits there calm,
it's like kids laughing at him.
The teacher shows his immaturity despite his age.
Just said you're
dang, she's like, she is crying.
Because you can. Now you can't do it. Out!
I just paired my headphones listening to this.
Out. Why?
Yeah.
Because things will be a lot better around here if you're not in here.
Even if the students were being annoying, there is a correct way to handle a situation, and this wasn't it. Watch this teacher flip out.
Yeah, it's like, I know people probably ask, like, what would I do if I was a substitute teacher and the student is annoying me? I'm like, it's one thing when they're talking to their friends and all that stuff. I think I would just, if they're, like, talking, I guess, like, disrupting the classroom and that stuff, I'll ask them, are you doing your work? If they give me a hard time, I'm like, well, you could go to the office and then I'll, just, like, we'll just go from there and things. But if you ain't doing your work, then it's like, fam, why is you in the classroom? So it's like, yeah, but I'm like, at the end of the day, that ain't going to affect affect me. You go and decide to leave up out the classroom and do whatever and stuff, that's gonna be on you. So maybe a teacher could get in trouble for some stuff like that. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be standing over no kid yelling at him and stuff. So
over the most absurd thing.
No pomegranates! No, 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 no pomegranates! None!
I'm like,
I don't want them anywhere near
I'm
here.
like, Miss Such and Such, you okay? You need some water? I was like, dang, what did pomegranates do to you?
Pomegranates!
She had one time to upset me. That's what I did. I went to the store. I got about like however many amount of pomegranates I could get. I definitely would have got the full maximum amount. I would have asked the store. I'd asked the store worker and the store manager. I made sure, I'm like, okay, how many pomegranates can I buy? And is it illegal if I buy too many? Like, that's all that I need to know. Oh yes, believe me, people, I am a petty person. I'm going to be petty probably for the rest of my life. I would have bought at least like 100 pomegranates. Like, I'm like, I want whichever pomegranates you got in the back. I want the ones that you got up front. I want some that you got at other locations. I need an exact, like a big number, and not no small number. I need a big number. I need one in a number that can make a statement. Before class would have even started, I rolled those pomegranates all across the floor, and I'm like, yeah, it's one of those things. I went above and beyond with it too. I did like some James Bond heist mission type stuff. I had me on a mask, ran around, changed, did one of those, like, you know how like basketball players be having like them button outfits and stuff, unzipped the jacket, did the, had like some clothes on underneath the things. They just walked around the corner and be like, oh my god, look at all these pomegranates. I wonder who did this. I like make dead on eye contact with that teacher. She been trying to prove the whole year that I did that, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, lady.
It seems like she has some past trauma involving pomegranates. It always seems to be the
Like, what did they
substitute
do
teachers
to you?
that can't handle a class correctly.
Weary of a stranger, okay? But maybe you don't have good sense. 'Cause
Who is
you're
eating
sitting
like a
here
Minecraft
arguing with me,
character?
And you're making me mad, and I'm gonna send you to the office if you don't shut up!
Wow. Like, you gonna have to get that prune juice breath up out my face.
Mister, I am serious. Wipe that smirk off your face now.
And it's like they try to like they are like lay down the foundation of authority, and it's like, lady, you are a sub. I'm like, you're only gonna be here for a couple of days, and then when the main teacher comes back, you're gone. It's like you don't have no, even if you were the teacher here, like you were the permanent teacher, you still don't have no authority over me. It's like, fam, I could get up and leave up out this classroom, you can't do nothing about it. So yeah, it's just, them subs, man, I'm telling you, they take their job way too seriously. But anyway,
How do you expect kids to cooperate with you while you're screaming in their face like that? This history teacher seems to be a little off his rocker, but he seems to be trying his best.
Quit eyeballing me, Charles. You've already got yourself in enough trouble as it is. Yeah, I didn't know what to do. I can't help you. Quit eyeballing me.
is there?
Hey, do you guys believe in legends? Hey guys, here's legend number 1 surrounding Jones. Hey, burning, of course, a common punishment back in the day. You swore that when Jones' body was engulfed in flames,
Who is he talking to? And who's Charles? Cause there ain't nobody back there. So I'm like, oh, this teacher is crazy.
signaling. Hey, and
Maybe
guys,
it's like
I don't care whether you believe
he's teaching them something,
or
but
not. I'm going to believe it because I love Joan with them. Quit eyeballing me.
yeah, he has to be teaching them something. Cause if not, I'm like, I definitely would have went up to the principal or whoever is in charge of like hiring teachers and appointing them to classes and stuff. I definitely would have approached them and been like, hey, so when was it okay to hire teachers that suffer from like schizophrenia? I'm like, this man's out here talking to Charles, and there wasn't even no Charles there to begin with. There is not one single kid in this whole classroom named Charles. I don't even know if there's a kid in this school named Charles, or even if there's a person in this city named Charles. who is he talking to? I'm like, nah, it's definitely why I would play back this video. I'm like, okay, you're gonna have to explain to me, who is he talking to? And if he has some imaginary friend named Charles, I'm like, I don't need to be in that classroom. I'm like, nah, because one day him and Charles is gonna get into a fight, and how do I break that up? Like, that's what I'm saying. He's rolling around on the ground fighting Charles, and it's like, I just sit there and look, and I'm like, okay, I don't know how to go about this. Yeah, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm like, yeah, that's one of those things where it's, you know, him and Charles can be in that classroom, but you gonna have to put me in another class. Otherwise, I'm going to Russian roulette a classroom and just go in there, and I'm like, hey, you're my new teacher now, because Mr. Such and Such and Charles, they're having a fight, and I want no parts of it. So that's crazy.
I said, I told him. I told him. Did I not tell him to quit eyeballing me?
He swung on Charles.
But to be honest, if I was in his class, I would be terrified.
Yeah.
Although this teacher was trying to teach his class a lesson about working hard, he goes a bit overboard.
And some people turned in, oh, that'll be nice, absolute crap. If you've got 10 entities in an airline, you're out of your mind. You gave it no thought and you did no research. You can't do it? I'm sorry. Perhaps graduation is not meant for you. Some people give you normalization diagrams. Here's why you are a diagram in first normal form. What the f is that? Did you ever see me do one of those? No. Stick up your smoking, man, because you guys are crazy.
He made his point clear, and now it just seems like he's trying to belittle his students.
Seriously, remember the whole premise of this is you're a consultant trying to get the job. I'm sorry. If you're going to turn this stuff in, if this is what you consider good and quality, stuff that I can't even read, no, it's not going to be worth it. Destroy this document. What can I find wrong? If you cannot spell the word passenger correctly, spell check, anybody heard of that? Wonderful thing. If you can't find your way to put down a pencil and pick up a computer, oh well. If you can't find a way to pick up a piece of software that doesn't have trial version written across the middle of it that I got to struggle my way around, go away. To the point where I got so tired of looking at it, it was just sad. Because it wasn't like, ooh, let's find new and exciting good.
And again, like, or remember, teachers, they don't even be getting paid that much. So it's like, it trips me out though when teachers, they take their job way too seriously. Like, there were some teachers that I went to school with. I'm trying to think, I don't ever remember having, well, no, there are some teachers that I wouldn't say that they were as crazy as other teachers that took their job seriously, but yeah, there was definitely some teachers. There was one teacher I remember in particular in middle school where she took her job way too seriously. Like, she would go into other classrooms and be trying to like boss around kids and stuff, and it's like, lady, who are you? I'm like, you just randomly walked into, are you even a teacher here? Like, that's, yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, there's just some teachers where I'm like, fam, this whole lecture, not needed. I'm like, give me an F, let's move on to the next assignment, all right? Like, if that's what the point that you're trying to get across.
Looking at stuff, it was, oh God, what's this? And when I get long-winded explanations about how I tried really hard on the very first page, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care how hard you tried. I really don't. If you have a job and you tell your boss, I tried really hard not to f up, you're still fired. Right? I tried really hard not to run over the pedestrian in the crosswalk. I don't care. So, okay, here's how this is going to work from now on. If I see anyone playing on a computer, if I see anyone with a phone, the very next class will be a full-fledged test. Full-fledged, god-awful test. 38 of them with a thumb up their when nothing but texting on their phone.
Yeah, I definitely would. I would have made sure of it that I recorded this and they've been like sent it to the principal, sent it to somebody. I'm like, yeah, this is who you have teaching this class. I'm like, somebody that, again, that power. I'm like, he's displaying this power that he doesn't even have. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got them teachers, they take their jobs way too seriously, and it's like, fam, all this not needed.
You want to text the doors back there. Please note, I have absolutely no problem failing you at all. None. Zero. I will lose no sleep. And if they decide not to hire me because I flunked the whole class, that's cool. I get my Monday and Wednesday nights back.
We get it, man. Can you go back to doing your job now?
Exactly.
There's a difference between disciplining and arguing. Some teachers choose to intentionally argue with students rather than teach a lesson. And this teacher bickering with a 6th grader is no exception.
What level of lying do you not believe? You lie all the time. You did not give it to him. He had to walk around the room looking for it. Yes or no? Is that what happened? Did you give it to him? Which one happened? What I said or what you said? So you lied. Yes. How did you not lie? You said you gave it to him. Go outside. Go outside. All right. You know what? I'm going to write everybody up.
No, it was either Christian or George.
Well, everyone's going to get written up. This whole class. Since we play games like this and we can't remember.
The funny thing is, there's always that one kid in the class. They don't bother nobody. They don't do anything to anybody. It's probably this kid right here, because the way he got to looking around, he's all like, bro, he's like, I haven't said nothing this whole year. He's like, I haven't done anything, bro. He's like, what? He's like, what am I getting written up for? Yeah, I don't know how many times. I feel like that's just like a go-to tactic with teachers. I don't know how many times I remember hearing that in school, where it's like somebody does something. They were like, all right, whole classroom's getting written up. I don't think they really, because, yeah, I don't ever remember getting written up just randomly and stuff. It's one of those things where, yeah, I think they definitely would have questioned the teacher. It's like, okay, why does this student keep getting written up and he ain't doing nothing? We asked you, he ain't doing nothing. This has to do with other kids. Write those kids up, the kids that are involved. But like this random citizen child, he ain't doing nothing. So it's like, what is he getting written up for?
Who did what? I'm glad you're still smiling about it. It's so hilarious to you, isn't it? Go outside. I told you to go outside. Why are you still here? Because you... What? What's so funny? Why can't you pay attention to what's going on here? You want to look out there and join it. Go. Go out there and join it. It's so funny. Go. I'm not kidding. You want to laugh and watch what's going out there. Go join him out there. Actually, no, you go out there too. Since you're confused and you want to do it your own stuff, you go out there too.
Maybe some of these teachers need teaching. Honestly, I think some teachers just need to release their pent-up stress, and their students are perfect targets for them.
Sorry, Alex.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's definitely some teachers where it's like they got like some anger that it's like just within them, where it's at home or something that they just grew up with. The next thing you know, yeah, it's just there's that one day they just snap and just go off on everybody and stuff. Yeah, there was a few teachers that I had where they did stuff like that, and I'm like, bro, all that kid did was just he just laughed really loud, or it's like he sneezed or he yawned, and or I don't know, like what the energy that you're giving right now, you would thought this kid just tried to like body slam somebody. Like, relax, teach, it ain't that serious.
Oh, I'm getting a headache. Yeah, too bad. That's what happens when you get yelled at. Why am I getting yelled at? Well, one reason is her, one is your comment, one is him, and one is the people who laugh over there. You don't want to be yelled at, you don't want to get a headache. Keep your comments to yourself and don't encourage your friends. You asked me a comment. You asked me. Okay, and I told you an answer. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? If you don't want to be yelled at, you act in a respectful manner that does not provoke yelling. Then, let me say name. If you don't want to be yelled at, don't act in a way that is not acceptable to me. Talking to her while I am yelling is not appropriate. I want you to hear. You know how you hear? Shut your mouth. Open your ears.
It seems this teacher...
Yeah, it's like, as I get older, it's like, as a kid, you listen, but as you get older and you become more and more and more of an adult, it's like, man, I'm telling you, like, if they had, like, a thing where you go back to school or something, like a Billy Madison program or something, there's like, oh, yeah, go through this program, win, like, $100,000 or something like that. I don't know, but anyways... Yeah, but it's like they have it where it's like a teacher's like talking to me now. Like, yeah, there's a difference between 9-year-old me and 29-year-old me. You know, 9-year-old me, yeah, he listened to an adult. 29-year-old me, it's like, fam, we could take this out in the parking lot. Okay, well, not her. If it was a male teacher, then yeah, but not her on the other hand. It's like, lady, is it really that serious? Like, no. Just please answer that question. Is it really that serious? I'm like, you're yelling. It's like, the only one that's disrupted the classroom is you. I'm telling you right now, man. Like, if the day not have kids, and they be having like a crazy teacher that's just giving them a hard time for any, like, they just want to be overly strict for no reason and stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm the parent. I'm supposed to be the strict one. I'm supposed to be the one that gives them guidance and all that. You give them an education. That's it. That's all that's required. But like yelling at them, doing all this other like belittling all that, like no, bro. It's like you ain't got to do all that.
Yelling
So
just for the sake of it.
Calculator.
That's bad romance.
What are you doing with that calculator? It came off because you pulled it off, you destructive.
Oh.
I just saw you sitting there pulling it off. What's wrong with you?
That hurt.
Oh my God, you're destroying this because you thought it was gum? What's the matter with you? God, there's something wrong with you. I don't think you're destroying it.
He was so close to cussing in her face. You're supposed to be the adult here. Start acting like it. For some reason, even talking can get you in trouble in some schools.
I don't got musically.
oh yeah, you know this is old. It's like they talking musically and stuff.
Dang, that's harsh. A little chitter chatter in 20 minutes. Messed up.
Isn't this supposed to be a social environment? Or are students supposed to zip tie their mouths for 8 hours? Watch this teacher get mad at the
Yeah, there's some teachers. There was actually a history teacher that did that crap. It was like, oh, every time a kid would talk or do something, she was like, oh, that's another 10 minutes or not minutes, but she was like, I think it was like 30 seconds or something. Because I think it was 30 seconds. And it was like it added up. I remember it's like a kid talks, she was like, oh, that's another 30 seconds. That's another 30 seconds. And then eventually it's like, fam, we're all gonna be late to class. Like, again, if me now, I just walked out of the classroom. I'm like, I'm not going to mess up my attendance because of other kids talking. So you get on those kids. I ain't did nothing to you. So anyways.
For using AI to study for an exam.
Someone sent a link in the group chat called I Hate Reading.
Man.
So who sent the link? It's like it's using the lecture to answer.
Being rude won't earn you respect, but treating others fairly makes the classroom better for everyone. Hopefully, this video was a reminder of that.
Yeah, there's still gonna be. The thing is, how long? Yeah, this video's been out for 6 days. I mean, yeah, it's it's still the summertime and things, but I guarantee you, and I promise you, teachers are gonna see this video and they're gonna go right back in them classrooms and start giving kids even more of a harder time. So yeah, so I'm like, it's one of those things where it's just teachers they just don't care. Some teachers, I ain't gonna say all teachers, but there's just some teachers that just don't care. So. But anyways, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Hitwire for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.